So you see the headline in the newspaper, so-and-so sues so-and-so for $1 million, $5 million, $10 million. And you think to yourself, geez, that's a lot of money. Today I'm going to talk to you about the truths behind those $1 million headlines. Here's the first truth about those $1 million headlines. The amount that is sued for is just a piece of paper filed with a court. It doesn't mean that the person receives that amount of money. In fact, more often than not, the person doesn't receive that amount of money. What the $1 million headline is really about is the media reporting the headline, so you click on the link, you watch their TV show, you buy their newspaper, and they're happy. Don't fall for the headlines. Next truth about those $1 million headlines. Some of them you will see there was a judge's verdict or there was a jury verdict for over $1 million. And you think, gosh, that's a lot. How can it be worth that much money? You think to yourself, what could it be? Could it be pain and suffering? Because you read about pain and suffering and loss of enjoyment of life in the media a lot, but you'd be wrong. It isn't about the amount awarded for pain and suffering. In 1978, our Supreme Court of Canada capped out the most you can receive for pain and suffering at $100,000. Fast forward that to today, and that's $370,000 for a worst case scenario. So for example, if it's a child who is injured and is feeding through a feeding tube for the rest of their life with no quality of life, they'd be entitled to the $370,000, but that's it. Those $1 million cases are comprised of two different things. Those two different things are loss of income and future care costs. So if a person can't work for the rest of their life or can only work part-time, then that money adds up over the rest of their life. If a person, for example, has a spinal cord injury and needs 24-hour care for the rest of his or her life, that money adds up to millions of dollars and results in verdicts that you read about in the media. Here's the third truth that many people don't understand. It's a secret that if you're at a trial, the jury is kept from the jury. And the secret is that more often than not, it's an insurance company that's paying that verdict. So when Joe Blow sues Jack Smith, Jack Smith's insurance company hires a lawyer, they pay for the lawyer, and then if they lose, they pay the judgment. It's kept from the jury during the course of the trial that the insurance company has to pay, but that's what happens in most cases. Now there are cases where the verdict goes above and beyond the insurance policy limits where a person may have to pay out of pocket, but those cases are few and far between. So those are the three truths. Don't believe the hype about the media reports. Remember that it's an insurance company in all likelihood that's paying that judgment. And remember that even if it's reported that $5–10 million are being sued for, it doesn't mean they get it. Lawyers choose them for all different sorts of reasons. We're grateful for all of our social media followers. If you like this video, please click like in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen and share it with your friends and family. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.